along the coast.
Hey guys, I'm Sean.
I'm Jake.
And this is our San Diego Comic-Con 2014 special. A lot of great news released this year at San Diego Comic-Con. I wish I could have been there, but I wasn't.
Right. Always.
I mean,
people with money.
I know, and the people that live there, I'm sure they go there. That's like, you know how we have like the county fair? They have the San Diego Comic-Con, whatever.
My girlfriend's sister lives there. She doesn't go. I tell her, why would you even live in San Diego? What's even there?
Right. Yeah. That is kind of a waste of not taking. It's like if you live there, it's something you'd take advantage of.
I don't know. Maybe she has gone. I don't know. Well, she's just.
I was gonna say, I hope she'd at least go at least once.
There's a mother. She's a mother and a military woman. I'm sure she will one day. I don't think she's lived there all that long.
Well,
But yeah, that's not her cup of tea, though.
I mean, I got it. Like, I'm sure you'll agree, but that's probably like the Holy Grail of all things for geeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It is.
To be able to attend San Diego Comic-Con at least once.
It is. I mean, that's just like this. The entire week is like. I mean, for geeks, it's kind of an event. The entire week.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not there, it's like.
And like, the funny thing is, it's like rapid fire. So like, if you're like, at work or something, you have to catch up on all this stuff they released while you were at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, crap. Hold on, let me get all this. All right. Okay, I'm all caught up. You go to bed, wake up the next morning. Crap. Let me catch up really quick. You know what I mean? Like, it's constantly like a deluge of news just flying at you. And like, you see Facebook goes like, oh dude, you see this, you see that? And you're like, no, but I'm gonna. And like, the thing is, like, you gotta see it before they take it all down. At least for the stuff that they leak. And I'm using air quotes right now that you can't see, but
wink wink, nudge nudge on the leak.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
thanks for those guys. Oh, hold on, I gotta tell you something funny. Well, I guess we'll get into our first topic. We'll talk about. Do you want to talk about the Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice stuff really quick?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, so like, I first saw that they released the description of the teaser that they released, and I was like, wow, that is epic. I wish I could have seen that. And then they released the picture of Wonder Woman, which I think, looks great. No complaints. Like the whole time I'm like thinking like, oh, what is it gonna be? Like, is it gonna like look kind of, like armor, like full armor? That's not very Wonder Woman-esque. She's supposed to be, like hot and like, you know what I mean? My walking slipped out there for a second.
Yes, she can't be too. We want everybody. It's Wonder Woman, like
right. Every fanboy's fantasy.
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say, I mean, she's not my fanboy fantasy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, she's part of the Holy Trinity of DC.
Yeah, you could throw that up there. She is, for sure. Yeah, I think she's a big, like, I mean, she's the first female superhero. That's got to say something for her. They had to do something. Yeah. They had to do it right there.
Well, what I guess,
makeovers.
Yeah, and like, how like they had that whole like, I don't know, kind of feminist abolition thing where they gave her pants. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she was more like, it's like what they're doing with Dick Grayson right now. She's more of a spy than a superhero.
Yeah, and like I'm like hoping like okay, I hope she doesn't have that look. You know what I mean? I wanted to look semi-classic Wonder Woman-esque, And they released a photo, and I'm like, wow, that looks great. Right down to the lasso and the sword.
I'll throw it up to Zack Snyder on this one. I mean, dude, she looks. After, like, he did 300, right? And not that those guys are wearing any kind of protective armor, because they're not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't, like, it's not like he just wanted to make a ton of, like, ripped guys. Like for that movie, that's what he did. It was just a bunch of dudes just totally ripped and chiseled the whole time, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like he just made Wonder Woman pure sex appeal, and I like that.
Yes, right. She looks fierce. Like you would not want to run into her.
She looks like a Like, I wouldn't want to arm wrestle her.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say
Yeah,
you wouldn't
know?
want to run into her in a dark alley, or would you?
I wouldn't want to. Well, she looks badass. She looks good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, just gonna let the boys fight in this movie, though. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Well, the thing that, like, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people are griping about is that the colors of the costume are kind of like, you know, toned down a bit, kind of mute. You know, like they're not as bright. But I mean, if you look, they're definitely there. You can see that, you know, it's gold, the red and the blue. They're just a little darker.
She doesn't have to look like a firework in the fucking movie.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying.
Like 4th of July.
Right? Yeah.
She should look practical.
Yeah, exactly.
She should look practical. She's
yeah.
the princess of the Amazons. Like,
right. Yes, yes.
Supposed to be.
I like that it looks kind of like, you know, Greek armor. You know, like it looks like armor.
Yep.
I forgot what I was gonna go on to say about that. Oh yeah, the teaser they released. Like literally they released, like, you know, the description of it, and then they released the leaked version of it, like, you know, the actual footage and stuff. And I saw the one you posted, but the one I posted, there was like a guy in the audience having a seizure during the whole thing. So like, I'm sure everybody's read I'm sure everybody's read the description. But like, basically what happens is you see Batman, and he's wearing the bat armor that he wears in The Dark Knight Returns, and he pulls the tarp off of what they revealed to be the bat signal. And as soon as that happened, and you see the bat signal, they pan out, and you see his glowing eyes. The guy's all like, "Ugh! Ugh!" And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, is he gonna do this the whole thing? And like, then like they show the part where he, like, you know, turns it on, and you see the guy fly. It's obviously Superman. You see the guy floating there. They pan to his face, or zoom into his face, and his eyes are glowing. The guy has another seizure. He's like, "Oh!" And like, is this guy like foaming from the mouth? And like, I'm physically, like, seriously worried about this guy's well-being. And then basically it has to stare down, and then as soon as the logo pops up, he does it again. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to watch this. Like, and like the whole time, I wish if I could find it again, I'd show you, but like they've probably already taken it down. But yeah, that footage was insane. I hope the armor is more practical than CGI.
Yes. I want to say one. I don't know. Maybe it's. Oh my god. Maybe I was just as excited as that guy when I watched it, because I don't remember seeing that. But
seeing what?
or hearing the guy like having a seizure. Maybe I was just as excited though, because when I clicked on it, I didn't think it was real.
Are you saying like, your convulsions were probably louder than his, so you didn't realize that someone else was convulsing at the same time?
Probably. That's what I'm saying.
I gotta tell you, when I saw it, I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I couldn't speak. I was just like, because
right?
like, dude, that's the armor. Dude, that's the signal. Dude, he's so pissed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the heat vision and.
Yeah. Is Batman in the armor right when you first see him too?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, right from the very beginning.
Maybe I just didn't see that low quality one, but like his eyes light up. Like, yes, they're white, like the comics.
Yeah.
I love it. I know that's such a little minute detail that people are starting to forget about, but I like it.
Well, I mean, I hope that's just with the armor, like, you know, because obviously there's gonna be some kind of night vision or some crap like that. Like, remember in the Christian Bale one where they did that and that was the sonar? But like, I think it'd be weird if the whole thing, his eyes are white.
Yeah, I feel ya. But I like the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I definitely agree. I was digging that.
Yeah. Oh my God, they showed Ben Affleck's mask or whatever at Comic-Con.
Yeah, like they had like all the cowls. The cape and cowl, like 75th anniversary celebration thing. Yeah, they had a bunch of them.
Yeah, they had all those artistic ones. Those are crazy. Wow,
yeah.
Like, as a diehard Batman fan, over this week, not even on purpose, I probably spent about $100 on comic books. But
wow, nice.
Like, Yeah, seriously, like not gonna buy them for a long time.
Oh, did you buy that? Did you get those like? Remember they came out with those little cardboard masks things you could buy?
I didn't even go. I was like, I didn't go to the comic book store on Batman Day. I think that's the only time you could get them.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's dumb.
But no, I didn't get one.
I'll make you one.
Well, your brother got a bunch of them. He didn't get the ones that I would have gotten. Though.
You would have gotten the Frank Miller one and the. I think he got the modern one, the New 52 one, and the Adam West one.
I would have gotten. I probably would have gotten the Frank Miller one and the original appearance one.
First, yeah.
I got some feels about the original appearance.
Dude, do you remember at my wedding when my other brother made a Batman mask out of duct tape?
Yes, I do, and everyone thought it was Catwoman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it looks like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, like it's all stitched together. Yeah, okay, that's all I was.
It was cool though. It was a cool idea. It was a real cool idea. I feel like he should have just bought the store brand mask, and it would have been funnier.
Right? Yeah.
It's
a crazy kid.
I don't know. It was funny. Good memories. There's a picture of him though with it on.
Yeah. Well, no. Trevor, my other brother, Trevor, made that for Brian, so I don't know.
Oh, that's even funnier. Yeah. It was like Brian had to wear it then.
Yeah, I know.
No choice.
Yeah. Have fun, Catwoman. Everyone was asking. We post a photo on Facebook or whatever. Everyone's commenting like, "What's with the Catwoman mask?" And it's like, actually, it's supposed to be Batman.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright. So what else? What other awesome news did they release at Comic-Con? Oh, Arrow. Do you want to talk about Arrow? As per you.
Love to talk about Arrow.
What time? It's Arrow time for Arrow. Arrow time. All right. So, yeah, a lot of stuff was released. I really dig in how close they're playing it by the book with you know what I mean, with the whole Flash thing. You know what I mean, like how they're doing crossovers. They're gonna do like villain crossovers. They're gonna do other character crossovers, and like I was reading about how they're gonna have who's that dude? Wildcat is gonna be on the Flash, and like they're gonna have Hank Pym is gonna be. Wait, is that right? No, the other one.
Oh, no, it's Ray Palmer.
Yeah, Ray Palmer.
They showed Ray Palmer in
the teaser, right?
And they showed him in the wait, Flash or Arrow?
He's gonna be on Arrow.
Okay, they showed him on Arrow, but I saw a Easter egg for him on the Flash thing.
Really? Where?
It's this teaser where
he's
running past a car. Or there's a cop sitting on the road and he's just clocking people. And he's sitting there and he's just not doing anything. And then the Flash comes by and like the cop's being lazy and it throws the cop around. Like, it shows all these cars going 70, 80, and then the Flash is 740 miles an hour.
That's funny.
Yeah, but then there's a bulletin, or not a bulletin board, what are they? They're on the streets, not bulletin board.
A billboard?
Billboard. Big billboard up in the sky that says, or billboard right next to the cop. When he runs past that, you see that it says Ray Palmer Laboratories or something like that. And then after he runs past that, there's a lightning bolt in it. And it's oh shit!
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then
real cool.
What else? What else do they got?
Crossover City.
Yes, but
dude.
I don't know.
Brandon Ruth coming back to the comic book life, man.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I hope they do some kind of joke about, I don't know, some kind of Superman. I don't know, something to reference him that he was.
You're really tall to be so small.
Right. Yeah.
You look more like Christopher Reeves.
Dude,
You know?
yeah, that'd be
Something like
weird.
that.
Did you see the Arrow teaser? Let's talk about Arrow for. Well, we are talking about Arrow. The teaser.
Yeah,
with,
they're intertwined now, man.
yeah,
You know?
with Ra's al Ghul.
Yes.
You saw that?
Wait, which? Okay. Did they have? I saw a teaser, but I didn't see. I don't know.
They released 2 of them. One with all the cool like sizzle reel and all that shit, and like Diggle's all like, "If it was for me, you would have been dead 10,000 times." And they show Roy Harper, and it's freaking awesome Arsenal costume.
Yes, Arsenal looks boss. It's about time. You know, they made him so cool on Young Justice.
Right?
And it's
Yeah.
like, what's that? And and the new 52 makes him a fucking. Excuse me. They make him an 8.
You can swear. I put explicit on this.
Let's bluntly put it out in the open.
He looks like a
they make him
fucking
look like
douche.
a fucking. He looks like fucking trailer trash.
Yeah,
dude.
with his fucking
It's like,
baseball
really?
cap.
Yes, like.
What is it? Doesn't he have like a dragon tattoo?
I honestly, man, I probably took that graphic novel back. Like, seriously, like, I don't know. It was bad. It was terrible, dude.
Yeah. I'm really excited, but
I wish you could see Steve's tattoo.
yeah, I'm really excited for this season of Arrow. I'm excited for Flash. I don't know if you saw the leaked pilot. I did. It was awesome.
I never actually watched it.
Oh, dude, they have a bunch of Easter eggs, and I don't know. I was reading something where they do want to have other heroes on there. Like, I mean, you see Ferris Airways there. You know what I mean? Like Carol Ferris.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you see that. You see Gorilla Grodd's cage, and yeah, I'm
How
really
do you know
hoping
it's Cage?
because it's a cage and it says Grodd.
Oh, okay.
Self-explanatory, kind of. So like, yeah, they said they're definitely gonna have Grodd on there, so that's gonna be awesome. And like the 3rd episode, they're gonna have like Captain Cold. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and that's like a decent actor playing Cold.
Yeah, did you see the isn't it Amel's brother? Cousin? Robbie Amell? Who's he gonna be? Is he gonna be on one of those shows?
He's gonna be Firestorm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Super Friends. You don't remember him?
Yeah, I do remember him. Is he gonna be white or black?
He's 2 people. See, alright. If they were to do it accurately, he would probably... See, that was the weird thing about Firestorm, man, is like, he's an old dude, he's an old white dude, combined with a young black dude. It's
right,
if Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith from Men in Black, like, became one person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all, like, radioactive, but I think he takes after the young black dude. I think he takes after him.
Doesn't something happen where like it gets reversed? Because I know there is a white one. There's a white Firestorm.
See, okay, the other thing I was thinking is they could do... Alright, since that dude's like... I'm guessing since he's related to Stephen Amell, I haven't watched any of his shows or anything, but... Which, I heard it's not actually half bad. I heard the Tomorrow People wasn't half bad.
Was he on Vampire Diaries?
No, that's what he was on, was the Tomorrow People.
Oh, okay.
And they canceled it.
Oh, so that definitely frees him up.
Yeah. I'm guessing that they're gonna have 2 different... Well, if I were to make it, I would have 2 characters who are not Firestorm who come together to make Firestorm and have that Robbie Amell dude be Firestorm when it's the 2 people together.
Oh,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I get you.
Like, wouldn't that be sweet? Like, you'd have to assume... I feel like it's safe to assume the dude's probably kind of ripped like Stephen Amell, so he probably plays a decent superhero.
Yeah, so like, I get what you mean. Oh yeah, dude.
Alex.
So Amell,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, you see all that parkour he was doing?
Dude's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like in this season, there's a shit ton of like moves and stuff that he's doing, and I'm like, wow, that's intense. I'm really excited for this season. But
Me too.
yeah.
Okay, do they show Raj Al Ghul though?
They do, sort of. They don't show his face, but they show like his body. It's reminiscent of the Mandarin. Remember when they teased the Mandarin in Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where they do like, oh, they show his hand, they show like, you know, rings, they show his sword, they show his... Easy there, hammer fingers. I can hear attacking away.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not... Wildcat, you said Wildcat was gonna be on it?
Yeah, he's gonna be on Flash, I believe. So they got Flash, they got Firestorm, they got the Atom.
Why?
I can't believe I said Hank Pym. I'm an idiot.
Oh, it's all good. They're all so little, it's hard to keep track of them.
Right, yeah.
What was I gonna say? Dude, this is my thing. Seriously? People keep getting me all excited about Nightwing being on it. And I'm like, dude, let's just do Nightwing.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay.
I have heard...
We don't need any, like... Dude, nobody wants fucking Nightwing. We don't have to tell the story of how he was Robin at one point in time. Like, let's talk about how he got... Just... Let's make it a funny little Easter egg. And then just have Nightwing as an awesome character. Who's, like, totally on par with Oliver. Most likely able to kick Oliver's ass. Like... Come on.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. Oh yeah, I was reading about how like it's kind of gonna be like the Smallville kind of thing where like they're not gonna call him Green Arrow, like the final thing they'll call him the Green Arrow. You know what I mean? Which is kind of dumb because they already call him Arrow, which I think honestly.
I feel like they will do that.
What?
I feel like they're gonna abandon that.
Abandon calling him Arrow?
Abandon, like, saving it till the end. Like,
Yeah.
They'll just be stupid.
Well, that's
Everybody would know it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so dumb that they call him the Arrow, or I mean the Green Arrow. I mean, I think Arrow sounds cooler. Like now that like you know I've been like into the show, and I'm like, why don't they just carry that over to the comics? Like, why just the color?
Arrow and Arsenal, man.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds way cooler, doesn't it? Like, why do we need colors?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Red Arrow, Green Arrow. Just call him Arrow and
It's
Arsenal.
gonna be sweet. Oh man, I want to see Nightwing somewhere.
Yeah, have you
if they
seen?
don't want to put Batman and Superman, fuck them. Don't put them.
Who's the guy that they're trying to push? Like he's like tweeted a picture of himself at the gym in a Nightwing shirt, and like he keeps going on about how he's like in talks to play Nightwing.
I don't know.
There is some guy, I don't know his name though. I bet he'll probably be in season 4 or something.
We keep talking about him on Arrow playing Nightwing.
Well, he keeps talking about like on Twitter.
Stephen McQueen?
Well, I don't know his name. But I know like he tweeted a picture of himself wearing a Nightwing shirt at the gym saying like getting ready for Arrow, and like a picture of him with Stephen Amell like in talks with some executives to play Nightwing on Arrow.
Huh. I know the character that was like described to everyone was like in the beginning that everybody's like, oh, it might be Nightwing, you know, it's like young, he's rich, he sounds a lot like Oliver, I guess. But everybody was like, oh, that's gonna be Nightwing. I read that it was gonna be the Blue Beetle.
Yes, yeah, it is the Blue Beetle. You're right. No.
Yeah.
Hold on. I read somewhere, in addition to Wildcat, they're gonna have Blue Devil.
Blue Devil?
Yeah, the Blue Devil. How's that for fucking obscure characters?
I don't even know who that is.
Do a Google image search really quick for DC Comics, the Blue Devil.
I feel like it's gonna be terrible.
He's kind of like Hellboy, only he's blue. And he doesn't have horns. feel like we've been talking a lot about DC.
Yeah.
And I only say that so we can segue into our Marvel news.
Oh God! Why would you even include this guy?
Right?
I see pictures of him with horns.
Well, no, I'm saying Hellboy. Hellboy doesn't have horns.
Oh! I thought you said the Blue Devil details.
No, yeah, Blue Devil does have horns.
Yeah. Screw that. Why would you even put that guy?
Right?
Why can't we just keep you, dude? I don't know. I'm hardcore and I like Nightwing. I like Nightwing a lot.
And the only reason I say that is because a mutual acquaintance of ours posted like 31 things you gotta know about Arrow Season 3, and it was on there, like Blue Devil. I'm like, what the hell? Really? Blue Devil? No pun intended, by the way. No, what the hell? But yeah, I was like, what an obscure character to include.
Agreed.
Did you see, the leaked Deadpool trailer?
I did. Very good. Oh my goodness.
How long was it? It was like a minute and 42 seconds. But yeah, it was, for what they showed. Oh my gosh, that needs to be greenlit. That movie needs greenlit, and it needs made. It needs to be put into production tomorrow. It's so good. Ryan Reynolds did a great job.
Oh my God, yes.
Better than Will Friedle. Remember when he was on the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon as Deadpool? He's a little too zany, too hyper, but yeah, Ryan Reynolds was great.
Yeah, agreed. That dummy should do it.
And like literally, like the way they broke the fourth wall was great. He had like comic book kind of thing, like, you know, crazy comic book stuff in there that, you know, the thing, like he had a drawing that he shows. Like he drew, like you see him drawing a drawing. He draws something in the beginning with crayon. You don't see it until the very end, and it's funny. It's like, hey, check it out. I don't know.
That's cool, man.
And then a lot of these like trailers and stuff at Comic-Con, they kind of like keep secret, and like unless you're lucky enough to see a leaked version before they pull it, you mostly have to read like the descriptions of it. So like they did one for like the Age of Ultron, and well, the one for the Deadpool trailer. Hold on, let me back up a second. Do you want to describe the Deadpool trailer to them? Do you think that would be a good idea so they understand how awesome it was, or just skip it?
I'll skip that.
Okay, yeah. If you didn't see it, sorry about your luck, but it was really good. But the only thing for the Age of Ultron, no one's leaked it yet, but that had a really cool description about like how like Ultron's in it, and like there's funny little gags in there, like they're all sitting around trying to lift Thor's hammer, and none of them can do it, and then Captain America steps up and he goes to do it, and he's trying and he budges it a little bit, and it flashes over to Thor, and he looks a little worried, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, Ultron breaks in and he goes, hey, I'm gonna kill you guys, and they all like jump into action, and then like there's like a sizzle reel where like they show all these action sequences, like including like Hulk and the Hulkbuster armor fighting, and it ends with like Tony Stark in like a wasteland surrounded by all the fallen Avengers, and like Captain America's shield is like shattered, which is weird because I don't think vibranium can break, right?
They always do it for dramatic effect no matter what.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, basically there's that, so I'm excited to see that trailer if it ever leaks, or, you know, when they release it in theaters.
That'd be great. Oh, side note, speaking of Marvel and trailers and whatnot, I heard the next Chris Nolan movie trailer is... I know he's been keeping that real tight.
What's it called?
I heard that's
Interstellar?
Yes, I heard that's going to be... when that trailer officially like comes out in the movie, it's going to come out with Guardians of the Galaxy.
I saw a trailer for that, dude.
It was the teaser, though.
I thought it was at least like 2 minutes long. And
What? Really?
yeah, it shows like Matthew McConaughey, and like he has a daughter, and her
Right, I
name,
forgot that dipshit's in that movie. Ugh.
and like his
Why
daughter,
him?
I don't know, his daughter's name is like Murphy, because of Murphy's Law, and like, I don't know. Yeah, dude, they showed like, I think it was a full length trailer. Like, aren't teasers like
Alright, well, just cut that out.
what?
Then we should cut that part out of the cat.
No, dude, I don't fucking edit these anymore. You know that. It takes too long.
Really? So we're not gonna edit anything and just put it up as is?
Yeah, dude, that's what I've been doing.
Well, fans, you have it. There you have it. Don't cut shit.
This is all live. I used to edit them, but then I got tired of it, so... Yeah. Like, literally, alright, so, seriously though, like, it takes, like, an hour to upload, because, like, or rather an hour to edit it, because you have to go through all the... Listen through all the like, mistakes, back it up, cut, you know, remove the mistake. And that takes, you know, let's say we record for like an hour. We're already at like a half hour right now. Like, let's say we record for like an hour. I have to go back through an hour of footage, cut, you know what I mean? Cut whatever we need taken out, render it. Just takes too long. It's
Definitely.
Just faster to upload it as it is.
See, guys, we don't hold anything back.
Right? Yeah, this is uncut. The director's cut.
Nah. What else? Let's talk about the character changes with DC, man. Or not DC, Marvel.
Marvel, dude.
Sorry, I forget. We're all kind of DC people over here.
Yeah,
Seems like.
I mean, there are characters that they changed in DC, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah. Let's get it out there, though. Seriously.
Female Thor. Let's just say it. Female Thor. What is that? Are you cool with it? Because I thought it was weird.
I just,
I get two reasons why they would do it. Like,
yeah.
Because, like, in the movies, what if Chris Hemsworth's, you know, his contract runs out, or he's, like, tired of doing it, like Robert Downey Jr. is tired of being Iron Man. Like, he's literally getting too old to do it. It's like, oh, well, now we have a chick doing it in the comic books, so, I guess we can replace him with a girl. And, like, spice things up a bit. And
yeah.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
I just hope it's like his daughter, or like, I don't know. I haven't read too much into it, but like, maybe it's cool. She looks badass. I've never been a Thor fan.
I do dig the look. I dig the look as well.
Definitely dig. But like, is this just like, what? Like, why are we doing it, guys?
I think it's.
Are we doing it because people attack Marvel for not having black people in the movies because they've got the best, like, black actor out there in the movie? I don't know if anybody else notices that, but
dude, Denzel Washington isn't in any of the Marvel movies.
Easy.
I'm just kidding.
That's
No,
right.
dude,
we all prefer Samuel Jackson.
What was that last part? Sorry.
Do love me some Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Marvel
They're just two different kinds of actors, though.
Marvel has a lot of black people in their movies. You got Falcon.
Sam Wilson's awesome. It was badass that he was even in Winter Soldier. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man. The dude's power is to fly. How badass is that?
It's not really a power. Doesn't he have like a jetpack?
Well, I mean, he's got like wings.
But they're not like organic. They're, you know what I mean?
Ability, skill, what he brings to the table.
There you go. Well, it's like saying, like, I don't know, like Iron Man, his superpower is to wear armor.
Yeah.
It's not a power. It's
not
just,
technically correct, but it's true.
It's not a power. It's just something he does. But like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, speaking of Falcon, he's the new Captain America.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, we can get right off the bat why that's controversial. I'm not gonna say it. I mean, you can say it. But, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what you're saying about it being controversial. One thing that I've noticed
Because his costume looks ridiculous, man. Why wouldn't he be instead of Captain Falcon? Why wouldn't he be Captain Eagle? You know what I mean?
Is he Captain Falcon?
Something like that.
It is. He's not gonna be just straight up Captain America.
Captain America Falcon, Falcon. I don't know.
I didn't even get that joke. I didn't even get that joke until just now. Falcon Punch.
No, I want him to be like the Eagle now, because he's in Captain America.
Yeah, that makes sense. It would be. Yeah, why not? Why don't we just give him a new name? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Here's something that I'm just kind of like, is they have. Okay, the picture that they have of like all the Avengers and the new like looks and stuff, and Iron Man's all right because he's all white, and it's just like, what? And then there's just Bucky, Winter Soldier, it up, machine gun.
That's awesome. And then there's just Bucky, just hanging out.
Bucky's over there, like, hey, are you gonna be Captain America or not, man? Like, what you doing over there? You know?
Like I see. That's another reason why I think they're doing it, because like in the movie, like they've already shown, you know, the Winter Soldier's there. Now they have Falcon. So if Chris Evans is tired of being Cap, boom, already got two guys who can be Cap now.
I see that. I
feel like they're trying to tie the comics into the movie so that, like, in case something happens, it can blow. You know what I mean? Have a different storyline to go off of.
Yeah, this is true. I see your point.
I don't think Iron Man. I thought he was silver. I didn't know he was like straight up white, like all white.
I don't know. Maybe it's silver or something. I don't know. I guess he went from. Guess he's going from ketchup and mustard to salt and pepper, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's like a photo negative or something.
He's the superior Iron Man.
Yeah, what is all that shit with all the superior shit? That's pissing me off. It's like,
okay,
oh my god.
The superior stuff was strictly...
Spider-Man?
Yeah, it was all Doc Ock just being Spider-Man, and it was awesome, but, like, here's Iron Man, and it's Tony Stark still. Like, ew, he does look weird.
How is he the superior Iron Man if he's the same guy? What's he changing? What's he bringing new to the table?
The new costume is more simple but flashy. I don't know. Apparently it has to do with the storyline. Yeah, you look at this picture of them. They got Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Scarlet Witch. They have Black Bolt's wife, Ant-Man.
Wait, didn't they change Hulk too? Is he now the Invincible Hulk instead of the Incredible Hulk?
I don't see the Hulk on there, but I don't know. Maybe. I thought.
I'm not digging all this new Marvel 52 thing. I'm sorry, Marvel Now.
Marvel Now. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't know why they did it, to be honest. Like,
I think you missed my joke.
No, I totally got your joke.
Okay, all right.
Marvel 52.
Alright.
Okay, seriously, like, the history goes, Marvel, like, once Stan Lee came around, Marvel kind of did things first and then DC followed, right? Except for certain examples like movies and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, like, this is an example of where DC did it first and now Marvel's doing it. And it's just like, see, I think no matter what, I feel like they have I feel like it's easy to sell comic books right now.
Really? I feel like, because it was like a dying art, but now they're coming out with all the movies, and now like fucking people love the comic again. But like the thing I feel like is like the New 52 works for DC, and Marvel Now is kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree. They're just like mixing stuff up.
Right? It's like don't quote me on this because I don't know jack about Marvel Now, but I feel like, did they reboot anything, or are they just like changing everything? Because like the New 52, they rebooted everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. To be honest, it seems like they're just doing, they're just changing things. I mean, you know, what's interesting is You know what's crazy is, do you know who John Romita Jr. is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Ramada?
You know what he does? It's not Ramada.
It's not?
It's Romita. It's Romita. I'm positive.
Okay, I lied. I am gonna edit that out because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No editing.
See? It's you. We might want to edit that one out.
We do make
dude,
mistakes.
he's like
Is he gonna listen to our podcast and be like, those bitches got my name wrong?
No. No. Dude, he went from Marvel and he's drawing Superman now.
What? Wasn't he a big Spider-Man dude? He drew a lot of Spider-Man.
Dude, he has drawn everyone ever in Marvel. Like dude, I have X-Men comics with him, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Iron Man.
I know Jim Lee used to do a
X-Men.
lot of X-Men, but now he does a lot of DC stuff. Does Jim Lee still do Marvel?
I don't know. See, I feel like it's like a rivalry for everybody but the people who like work for him.
Behind the scenes guys.
Yeah. They always bounce around. But this is the first time in like 40 years that John Romita is going to DC. Like, he's strictly been at Marvel all this time.
Maybe it's become monotonous, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm tired of drawing these guys.
That's what I thought. See, well, here's one of my things, too. Or here's something I thought about as well, is like, okay, this guy's been drawing Marvel for years. Born and raised. There's two things that I was thinking about with it is, A, this Marvel Now thing, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't just draw, I mean, he's a creator, too, you know?
He started Marvel Now?
No.
Okay.
He drew some Captain America, but he left.
I know for damn sure he didn't draw Captain America White.
Yeah, fuck Tim Sale. But the other thing is if he's getting old, like, there's probably some characters on the other side of the street that he wants to draw, you know, before he's like done.
Before he retires his hand.
Yeah.
His pencil in hand. Oh yeah, dude, I totally this is backtracking way back. Talking about Thor or whatever. I was reading about the girl Thor or whatever. And first of all, doesn't it say on the hammer, the Mjolnir, if he be worthy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I read online that they're going to change it.
What are they going to change it to?
I don't know. If thy be worthy.
Yeah. Whosoever will this... Alright, anyway. The thing is, I think they're changing it because Thor is no longer worthy. I saw some other, pictures of the new girl Thor. Look pretty cool, but then it shows the Thor we all know and love, obviously modeled after Chris Hemsworth, because he has that, remember in Thor: The Dark World how he wore that, poncho? Do you remember the Thor poncho?
What?
Remember he wore, a poncho when he's on Asgard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it basically looked like that. So I guess Thor's no longer worthy to wield the Mjolnir. They're still gonna have him. What is his name gonna be then? Is he gonna be Donald Blake?
I don't know. He's been several people.
Really? Because do you remember the Ultimate Thor?
Yeah. Everybody thought he was crazy, but he wasn't.
Yeah, it turns out he really was Thor, but...
Yeah.
They thought it was some crazy guy with they thought the Mjolnir was some kind of electrical kind of mechanical device, but it turns out it really was, you know what I mean? I thought that was clever. My wife was asking me about the Mjolnir or whatever. It's like, what if the Hulk picked it up and there was dirt around, you know what I mean? If he picked it up and it took Earth with it, and I'm like, that's not how it works. It's worthiness, not strength. Except for when you're in space, because then the Hulk will grab it and destroy you. You remember that?
Yeah. Hilarious.
For those of you guys who don't know, when they were doing the whole Red Hulk thing, and like he was just basically running around beating up various people in the Marvel universe, Thor goes to try to stop him, and like Thor, was it Thor or the Hulk who took it to space? But it was totally a mistake on Thor's part if it was him, because once in space there's no gravity. Hulk grabs the Mjolnir and beats him down with it. Beats Thor down.
Really? I don't know. I don't think it.
Remember?
I'm not sure.
It was right after he killed, was it A-Bomb?
Yeah. Is that right? I don't know. It's been a while since I read any of that. I don't want to misquote myself. Oh. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you do, it's like
Sound
whatever.
like that?
I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a stickler or that kind of thing. Like, dude, you totally said, and I found out you're wrong, and I called you at 2 a.m. to tell you. Oh!
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Dude,
sorry, I just got excited.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, dude. One day. My wife said when
Oh my god.
when we become empty nesters, that's when our kids grow up and move away, and we're just left by our lonesome, being old people. Then we'll go. And I'm like, sweet. 18 years.
Oh, that sounds awful, Sean. Let's like sneak away next summer.
It's not really.
Like,
It's not really
I don't
sneaking
know.
if you're telling our plan right now.
Well, do either one of our wives/girlfriends actually listen to this? Probably not.
You're right. No one tell our secret plan to escape.
Right? Just don't tell our women, and we'll be good.
We're gonna go on a guy's trip. I'm sure it's expensive, dude. I know it's at least like
Oh my God.
$2,000 is like at least what you need just to roam around Comic-Con. You gotta stay at a hotel.
Dude, I feel like you would have. I'll bet you have to pay to do everything.
Right.
Like, it's like, hey, you want to listen to. Like, there's this link for Stephen Amell does the Arrow intro live at San Diego Comic Con. It's like, you want to like pay $50 and you can sit here and listen to the Arrow thing. You
intro
know?
live, yeah. Now, I know what you mean. Like, hey, you want a glass of water?
Right. Like $15 for a water, $20 for a beer.
Yeah, like $5 for like a huge thing of water, like a gallon of water. $20 to use the toilet. Like, oh, I have to piss now. Should have drank all that
Right,
water.
right. Oh my gosh, what? It's probably so expensive. We should just sell our souls to the devil so we can go. That would work the best.
The Blue Devil.
Hmm.
Sell it to the Blue Devil.
As long as it's not the Red Devil.
I like Hellboy. He's cool.
You wanna hear something cool I can do, Sean?
Oh, what is
It's
it?
kind of retarded, and I've hurt myself several times doing it. Sometimes when I'm bored, I try to flick the candle out with like a wave of my hand, like karate chop. Hurt
Oh,
myself numerous times doing that.
that's funny. Yeah, I used to do that.
Because I've upgraded. I can do the thing where I lick my fingers and, you know.
I used to when I was a smoker, I used to like light matches and put them out on my tongue.
Ew. Ew, that's awful. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I was young and stupid. We all make mistakes.
Did it work? Like, not hurt?
Yeah, dude, totally didn't hurt.
I'm not a smoker either, so I'm not gonna try it. Ew, sounds terrible. Alright, what else should we talk about real quick?
Dude, that's everything that was on our list.
Is it? We covered the list?
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about real quick.
Dude, that's everything that was on our list.
Is it? We covered the list?
Yeah.
Wow.
That might be a first. Usually
Let's talk about Arrow.
we usually have a few things. Yeah, we usually Let's go back to Arrow. No, we usually have a few things left over whenever we do this.
Yeah, I think we're good right now.
Is there anything else? Anything else at Comic-Con that we didn't? I mean, obviously there's like toys and collectibles and shit.
Yeah, for real. Toys and collectibles.
Yeah.
Let's think about. That's more your trade than mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna go into that because I doubt anyone would understand what the hell we're talking about. Hiccup, sorry. Oh, they released a trailer for the new Hobbit.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I know they released one. They also released the new what's that one? Katniss. The Hunger Games. They released another one of those.
Oh yes, I saw a poster of that.
I saw a weird trailer. I went to go see the new Planet of the Apes film. And, oh, dude, there we go. They're, Planet of the Apes. That just jogged my memory. They're doing a prequel to King Kong. Where they do, like, it's gonna be about Skull Island, which is where King Kong lived before he's taken into Manhattan. And that's gonna be cool. And,
they released footage or just Peter Jackson stuff?
I don't know if Peter Jackson's gonna direct or anything. There's Legendary Pictures just said, hey, we're gonna make a King Kong movie origin story, and they also said that they're gonna do the Godzilla 2 is already in production, and they're gonna put like all of the classic guys in it, like Mothra and like Ghidorah and stuff like that.
And they do it in the first movie, for God's sake.
I don't know, but back to Planet of the Apes.
It's amazing. You hear these movies come out, you hear about sequels. This is the world we live in. You hear about sequels before, like, the movie season has ended.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you hear about the sequel coming out before the movie even hits DVD.
Yeah. My goodness. We'll be talking about... Alright. Well, seriously, before this movie comes out...
I was just gonna say the Planet of the Apes thing, they had like a teaser for the Mockingjay, I think it's called. And basically all it was like advertisement for Pan Am, like Hunger Games or whatever, and then it gets interrupted by like We Are the Revolution or whatever, some dumb stuff like that. I never read the books, but yeah, there's that.
I kind of would like to read the books. I like the movies, for sure.
But like,
not gonna lie.
But like,
I like those movies.
I feel like after you've seen so many movies, it's not even worth reading the book. Like for my wife, she watched all the Harry Potter films except for like, I don't know, the last couple ones, and then went to read the book and couldn't finish it. But for me, it was like the other way around. Like I read all the way up to like book 5. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And I just watched the movies. Cause I like as soon as Sirius Black died in the book, I'm like,
Sirius was my favorite character.
Right. And when he dies in the book, I'm just like, done.
See, I read like all of them when I probably read the last 3 like 4 times each. Big Harry Potter fan.
Remind me to show you something I made. It's really cool. I made it for my daughter's birthday. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
It's a t-shirt.
Nice.
Custom t-shirt.
There's other stuff we're forgetting about Comic-Con, man.
I mean, those are the only things that pop into my brain when I'm like thinking like, what else was there? Not me. I wasn't there. Wish I could have been there.
I'm gonna go on Twitter and just... There's stuff non-stop. Oh, I have something we didn't talk about, for God's sake. The 75th anniversary of Batman.
No, dude, we did talk about it, remember?
We just mentioned... Well, whatever. It's all... Yeah, we did. I spent like $100 on comic books over this time period. Yeah, seriously. Whoa. Oh, you want to hear what I got?
Yeah, sure.
So, not that I haven't read these stories before.
Do you want to do like? Do you want to do
I
like?
went pretty.
Do you want to do some kind of quickie reviews on them at all, or anything like that, or just?
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Just
Sounds
share.
good to me. Those
Right.
for people who.
Wait, how many comics do you have altogether?
From how many Batman comics
Yeah.
altogether? Like over 100, at least.
In this one week, you bought over 100 Batman comics?
No. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant my entire collection.
No, dude, no, that's
I bought
crazy.
4 graphic novels.
Oh, okay,
I bought
alright.
4 graphic novels.
Well, I was gonna say, like, can you give, like, I don't know, maybe like a 3-minute review of each?
Sure. Alright, so I bought... The first one I bought was The Joker, and it was a celebration... That's all it's called. It's just The Joker, a celebration of 75 years. Even though The Joker's only been around for, like, 74. Still part of the Batman lore. And, anyways...
Yeah, you freaking idiots.
right.
74 years,
Anyways,
75.
Very interesting. It has a lot of the old Dick Sprang 1940s, 1950s comics, as well as the Joker's first appearance.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
cool.
that.
Cool to have that kind of stuff. It's got stuff with him in the Red Hood. It's basically it's a large collection of some of like the best Joker stories. There's stories that I haven't read. Most of them I have. Like, for example, there's a story where it's Christmas and Robin is getting chased down by the pretty typical group of henchmen or thugs that seem to be rapidly reproducing in Gotham City.
Hold on. Is this the one where he goes through the drive-thru?
Yes, it is.
Alright, okay, go on.
Yes, it is. Anyways, Robin in trouble, ducks for cover, and a kind, loving citizen opens up their passenger car door and tells him to get in. Well, Robin, who's, being shot at, doesn't have too many choices, so he jumps in the car. Well, when he gets in the car, just so happens to be the Joker in the driver's seat. And the comic, for the next 15 pages, was a series of events that go on in a little compact car, with Robin tied up in the passenger seat and the Joker driving around town on Christmas Eve. Quality story. It's also got stories. That's the Tim Drake Robin. It's got the story from when the Joker beats up the Jason Todd Robin with a crowbar.
Always a classic.
It's got always a classic. It's got some good make you think stories. It's got one where they did a imagining of what would the Joker be like if he just went completely sane, right? That one's
dude, I love those. Is that one of those Elseworlds, like what if things?
Kinda. I don't know if it was an Elseworld or not. It could have been. It could be a bit of both. It's interesting. It's like Batman dies, and then the Joker's like, "Whoa, what am I gonna do with my life?"
Nah.
Like wakes up and is a normal man.
He's like, a lot of porn to catch up on.
Yeah, right. Highly recommend it. It has stories from the Joker's first appearance to one of his most recent stories in A Death of the Family, which it was particularly a good one because I would say probably particularly like the high point in that series just because it does a lot of like Joker psychology going into it.
Wait, A Death in the Family or Death of the Family?
Well, both, really.
Okay, alright.
So, I mean, there's all kinds of family deaths going on.
Out
Anyways,
of 10, what would you give that one?
Give the book?
Yeah.
If I had to give the books,
like overall, based on
I'm gonna give
the
it
stories they
Batman
chose.
fan. All right, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, and
Why
what
not
was your?
higher? Because I think that a lot of the old school stories that they put in the book could have been replaced with a lot more modernized stuff and a lot more modern, not necessarily modern, but more like there's other Joker stories out there that are so good that they're just like, well, we don't really need this story about how the Joker tried to claim best criminal over the Penguin and the Riddler, like and he's not killing anybody. Like, nah, that's no good. Like, do something else. 8.5 out of 10 for that. Otherwise, great stories. They have there's a little page-long introduction into it's into chapters that and just different time periods for the Joker and how he acted. It's real good. Totally recommend it if you're a Batman fan. Another Batman book that I got, Sean, you'll appreciate this one, is Batman Hush. The entire story.
That is a good one.
Oh my gosh, I haven't read this in years. Awesome stuff. I would say like Jim Lee at like his like best artwork like ever. Man. I look at like some of the stuff he's like, yeah. In my opinion, it's his best artwork ever. Like,
didn't he do the artwork for Son of Batman? Or was that someone else?
No, that was someone else.
Alright.
That was Andy Kubert. Also written by Jeff Loeb, one of my favorite writers personally. I'm gonna give Hush a 9. That's a real classic story that intertwines a crap ton of villains and. Hold on a second.
Did you ever read that one thing? I know you're gonna think I'm crazy or something, but I'll look it up for you and send you the picture. There's a picture where it's a excerpt from some kind of Joker story, and it's like, "No, Gotham will pay," and something like that, and they'll laugh at my boners, and I guess boners was a old-timey term for jokes.
That's funny. I don't know about that though.
I'll show you. It's funny.
Silly. Anyways, I'm gonna give Hush a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good storytelling. It incorporates a lot of Batman's colorful villains into a not so colorful story, and 9 out of 10, especially because, well, one thing that might ruin it for modern Batman fans is at the time when this came out, there was a lot of like, whoa, what is that? That wouldn't have the same effect nowadays.
Yeah, it's like when, like way back when they find out, like in Star Wars, when you find out Darth Vader is Luke's dad, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? It's like
now it's common knowledge.
Yeah. Like it was a surprise at the time.
Like, yeah, the comic itself is very, and I've read it before, and it's still enjoyable. So I'm definitely going to continue it with a 9 out of 10. One book I have not read.
Dude, most definitely. I read The Killing Joke. Like I read it like all the time. Like not I want to say all the time, but at least like probably once a year, just because it's such a good story.
Yeah, definitely.
And
that's probably how I'll be with Hush.
I feel like the DC animated films, they need to do that one. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's a problem I have with them right now. Is quit doing New 52 stories and start doing stuff that was around. Batman also fights Superman in this one. For a lot of people, probably going to be interested in that pretty soon.
In Hush?
A book I haven't read yet. Hush, Sean. Book I haven't read yet. I'm sorry, that was a joke.
I know, I was saying, but I don't remember. I don't remember
I bought
that.
side stories to. For those of you who don't know, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, I think is how you pronounce his last name. They did probably one of the best Joker stories in years, and that's Death of the Family. I have all the single issues to that, so I bought a graphic novel with all of the side stories in it. Have not gotten to that. Looking forward to it, though, because I've heard great things.
See, I was going to say that's what I did with the Flashpoint stuff. I got all the side stuff, graphic novel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But then I read the paperbacks on the the main storyline.
The main stories are fun. That's for sure.
I like how they do that. Like DC Comics is awesome. Does Marvel ever do anything like that, where they have like a main storyline and then side stories?
Yep, they did that with House of M, and they did that with House of M. I'm trying to think what else they did. They've probably done that. They've probably done that more than once, but it does always seem like they have some big like. I don't know. I think their thing's more like, hey, let's do a yearly comic You know, that just includes everybody. You
Oh,
know?
like Marvel Civil War. Probably that was the.
Yeah. Civil War was one that spanned over everything.
What about like World War
Um,
Hulk?
well, one of the things about Death of the Family that's different than other books is it's really just like the Batman family, and it reaches Teen Titans because a member of the Batman family is in the Teen Titans, and you know and they can do that because Batman has so many books, and I'm sure they've done something with Superman like that too because he's got a bunch of titles as well.
They did. Remember with they did that with like. I'm sure they did that with Doomsday. Remember the Reign of Superman?
Yeah. Uh huh.
And then
Yeah,
like,
probably.
who was that? They had this new guy come, and I thought he was Bizarro, but he's not Bizarro. It was in the New 52. You know his name?
Not Bizarro, but in the New 52.
Yeah, he's like shirtless. He's Kryptonian. He has a backwards S burnt onto his chest.
It's not like Zod or anything, is it?
No, it's not Zod. He has long hair.
Beats me, man. Superman's your fancy.
I know. I want to say his name is like. I know it's not. Shit. Whatever. I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure they did that with that because I remember Supergirl and all that shit was in it, and they had like Superman from the Action comic universe, and then you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know what you mean. Fourth book I got it's Batman Dark Victory, and it's a sequel to The Long Halloween. I would give that one an 8.5 as well. That one's pretty good. The only problem with it is like a copy off of The Long Halloween. It's a sequel, but it's like one of those sequels that tries to do the same thing that they did in the first one.
Is that the one with Robin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give that one an 8.5, though, because it doesn't lose any quality. It is the same thing over again, but it's, like, still good over again. And it's like, yeah, like, oh my god, like...
Wasn't there a third one?
There is a third Batman book, but it's not a part of the series. Like The Long Halloween's supposed to be a sequel to Year One.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that. What is the... Alright,
Loosely the sequel.
there are a bunch of... There's 3 of them, right? There's The Long Halloween, Dark Victory...
And it's on the shelf.
Wait, yeah. What?
Like, I have it on the shelf. Just gonna go look at it.
Long Halloween, Dark Victory...
Yeah, I don't have it. It's like, it has something to do with Halloween.
No, that's The Long Halloween, dude.
No, this one also has something to do with Halloween. Like, yeah. No, maybe it's just holidays, not just Halloween. Haunted Night. There you go.
There you
Haunted.
go, okay.
It is on the shelf. Yeah, there's a Halloween story in it. There's a Christmas story. Yeah, it's oddly, like, into... Yeah. They're Halloween specials that they did before The Long Halloween. Or maybe after, I'm not sure. But yeah, 75 years of Batman. Sean, I have to cut it off soon, man.
Yeah, me too. Alright, let's wrap it.
Though.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's wrap it here. I was trying to look up the name of that dude who is in the New 52. Couldn't get into... Oh, here he is. What's his name? Image search this guy. Hold on. Oh, his name is Hell. H apostrophe.
That's his name?
Yeah, it's H apostrophe EL. And
That's
oh,
really
it was
original guys.
He's a new Kryptonian. He looks like kind of like he's pale and he has long ass hair and he wears like a loincloth, like he has like blue pants and then like a red loincloth kind of thing, and like the red boots, and he has the backward S, and the story arc was called Hell on Earth, but it was spelled H''EL. Hell. Hell yeah. All right, we'll end it with that, guys, or with that, geeks. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for tuning in to almost semi-annually
Yeah, I was
episode
gonna say.
of GeekastX. We'll catch you next time.
See you in a few months.